Scorpio, hi. Welcome back to Cardinal Fire Tarot. This is going to be your November 2023 reading, but first, a couple of announcements. If you haven't already, make sure that you're following me over on TikTok and on Instagram. I post daily over there with quotes, readings, pick a card, stuff like that. And if you like my reading style and are interested in booking a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can find all the information for that at cardinalfiretarot.com. And last but not least, this week's All Sign Weekly Energy Check-In is posted and available now on Cardinal Fire Tarot's YouTube page, and all the zodiacs are timestamped, so you feel free, you just jump ahead to whichever one you want to watch. You don't have to sit there for the whole video. And I think that's all I have, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by pulling an overall energy for the reading from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. Alright, Scorpio. So the overall energy for your reading is the kiss. Let's go ahead and get some tarot with that. Alright. So, straight off the bat, what I was drawn to was the fact that the two hands that are holding in this card, they don't necessarily seem to be the same age. Like, the lighter one seems very young, not a whole lot of lines, but then that darker one has some lines going on. So while this is definitely a reading of love, I don't think it necessarily has to be romantic love, but I think for some of you it probably is. But it's like you're finally shifting your motivation. And what I mean by that is what drives you to make the decisions that you make. Why are you moving in that direction? Why are you doing this or that? Or, you know, what is underneath it all that is driving it forward? And I don't know what it was before. I'm not even sure you knew, to be honest. I mean, look in the Two of Swords, how she's like faceless. Like, that look to me speaks of just mindless, you know, not really even knowing why you do what you do, just doing it because that's what you do, and just, you know, falling into the monotonous routines. But now you're coming from a place of love. And because you're coming from a place of love, it's going to open quite a few doors for you, because now your heart's involved. Whereas before you were just walking through the motions and doing, you know, what you're supposed to do. Now your emotions and your heart are tied into your external. And by doing that, you're now bringing, like, it's like breathing life into your life. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning. Overall energy, the kiss. We talked about this. This is an exchange of love. It does not have to be romantic love. Could be romantic love. Exchange of love. In the recent past, Two of Swords. Again, we already talked about this one as well. Going through the motions, mindless, robot-ish. Then in the current energy, we have the Ace of Wands. I find it interesting that it's coming through as an Ace of Wands and as opposed to the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups would be following your heart, which would fall very in sync with the kiss. But the Ace of Wands is more like following your passion and your spark and your drive and your motivation. And so to follow that motivation and that drive, you have to have it. So the emotions are sparking the drive, at which point the drive is, creating the momentum forward. Then in the near future, you have the Six of Wands. So you're starting to see results from this shift in motivation in your life. You're starting to really feel like you're getting it down and this makes sense and you are making the decisions that you were supposed to be making for your highest good and you are in alignment. And then in the energy that surrounds you, we have the Chariot. Again, just moving with love. I mean, the Chariot speaks to movement within the water suit. So within emotions and love and all of that. So moving forward with love. The love is creating the motivation that is pushing you forward into the change. And then in your challenge, you have the Three of Swords. Now, traditionally, in the Rider-Waite deck, Three of Swords is heartache and pain, right? Which I do believe this deck, which is the Tarot of the Abyss, I believe, has a Three of Pain Three of Pain. I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to say. It has a Three of Swords that is just like pain and heartbreak and all that. But then it's also got the alternative Three of Swords. So if I remember right, in the booklet, it talks about like how numerically, I think that's how you say it, how numerically reading tarot, the Three of Swords traditional meaning doesn't really align with the other threes of the different suits. And so they switched, they added this card, which is a card of obtaining knowledge. But this isn't your challenge. So I think your challenge may be learning lessons from the choices that you're making. Like, I don't think you're necessarily connecting the dots to like cause and effect with the decisions that you're making in your life and what results from them. Then in your strength, you have the Nine of Swords. I got nothing. We're going to have to clarify for this one. I mean, the Nine of Swords is the card of nightmares and anxiety and, restless, sleepless nights. So I don't know how that's a strength yet, but we will figure it out. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to start by clarifying the kiss and the overall energy for the reading. All right, so clarifying the kiss, we have the Seven of Coins, Judgment, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, so as you start shifting from this and opening your heart chakra, you're not going to just see insane, rapid, quick changes in your life. It's more of a process, as most things are. But Seven of Coins, you are planting the seeds for a new cycle to come around, one that's led by love. And Scorpios, okay, y'all are water signs. You are full of emotion. However, you guys like to put on your mask. And when I say put on your mask, I mean like super glue it to your face. You're not, you are not letting anybody get close to you. And because of that, you probably are blocking your heart chakra by not allowing yourself to fully feel the emotions that you have. But now that you're leading with love, you are opening that heart chakra. And by doing that, you're putting yourself in a position of more vulnerability, but also a position of intimacy that you haven't had before. Because if you've got your mask super glued to your face, how does anybody get to know you? How do you have intimate relationships? You don't. All right, let's clarify the Two of Swords in the recent past. Oh, that is way too many. Sorry. But I will take the 3 that fell out on the table. All right, so clarifying the Two of Swords, we have the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. This is... It's uncomfortable energy. I'm not even going to say that it's like that weird or bad, but it's just uncomfortable. It's the energy of being so emotionless. Words. Hold on, let me start over. By showing no emotion to the people around you, you are becoming quite sharp, and because of that, you're hitting some stagnancy and some confrontation. And it's because you're not the easiest of energies to coexist when you're coming from it, when you're coming at every relationship and every scenario and every situation from a point of, I can't be hurt, I can't be hurt, I can't be hurt. That is going to, for one, be so exhausting for you, and for two, be so exhausting for everyone that has to deal with you. Like, most of us are showing up in relationships and scenarios not, with our shield and sword drawn. Most of us are just showing up like, hey, I'm here. And then if they get confronted by a total, battle scene, it's gonna be a little off-putting. Not only that, but for you to always show up with all of your armor on, you are going to burn out. You can't carry that much weight indefinitely. It's not sustainable. All right, let's clarify this Ace of Wands in your current energy. All right, so clarifying the Ace of Wands, we have the Queen of Coins, the King of Cups, the Wheel, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so let's start with the King of Cups. So how we were saying that you are taking the love and applying it to your surroundings, to yourself, to everything. And in doing so, creating the motivation to move forward and the drive that comes with the wand suit. That's why your cup energy is coming through in the masculine. Because masculine and feminine, it doesn't matter if you're a guy or girl, that doesn't matter. Feminine energy is internal. Feminine energy is nurturing, and feminine energy is caring and, gentle and blah, blah, blah. Masculine energy is external. That's doing. That's drive. That is cause and effect. So, by leading with your heart, your cup energy is coming through in masculine because it is reflecting in the exterior world, in the decisions that you're making day to day. So then, if your cup energy is coming through as masculine, and your wand energy is coming through as just new and fresh. Aces are new beginnings, right? So wand energy is, it's just like, it's a new spark that you haven't experienced before. Well, now your pentacle energy is coming through in the feminine. So pentacle energy in the feminine is extremely nurturing. It's making sure that your family has eaten today, and making sure that they send you a text when they get home saying that they made it home safe. And it's, wanting to take care of people and wanting to have the house that's filled with, the kids running around barefoot. Queen of Coins is nurturing energy. And so to have that in the feminine, because you're moving from a space of love, your internal world gets to be one of compassion and caring and, also very, very stable, very steady, very predictable. And then we have the Nine of Cups with the wheel, which, come on. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, and the wheel is, spinning the wheel of fate. So you're doing a complete 180. Back here, in this confusing, mindless battle, you weren't able to put your guard down at all. Now, you're getting everything you ever wanted because you're coming from a space of love. You are shifting where the motivation comes from. All right, let's go ahead and clarify this Six of Wands in the near future. So, clarifying the Six of Wands, we have the Moon, the High Priestess, the Three of Wands, and the Page of Coins. Sorry, Scorpio, I'm not bored with your reading. It is just very late on a Sunday night, so. Okay. So as you move from a space of love, you've now opened the flow of energy through your heart chakra. So by doing so, you now allow the energy to keep flowing to the higher level chakras. So we've got throat, third eye, and crown. That's all above the heart. If the heart is completely closed off like it was in the past, it becomes very bottlenecked, and because of that, not a whole lot of energy gets to flow to those upper chakras, nor would you want them to. If you have blocked lower level, like lower chakras, I'm talking root, sacral, solar plexus, but mostly root and sacral. If those are blocked, but you've got high energy running through third eye and crown, that can lead to an extreme unbalanced energy and a lack of touch with reality. So lower chakras, root, sacral, those keep you grounded, right? Those are like Mother Gaia, you know, root chakra, rooted in the earth, that keeps you tied to the earth. Now in the higher chakras, in the third eye and the crown, that's your connection to the ethereal, to the divine. So if you don't have those roots in place, and then you have high energy flowing between you and, you know, a different reality, then you're going to lose your footing here in this 3D reality. And that can lead to hallucinations. It can lead to, you know, paranoia. It can lead to just, mental illness. It can lead to that. I don't even know why I got on that tangent, to be honest. I don't remember. Oh, I remember now. So as your heart chakra opens, your higher chakras also open. And because of that, you're going to be more in touch with your intuition, because you are learning to trust that your heart and your third eye is going to lead you in the right direction. And as you build that trust, your intuition is going to grow stronger and louder. And when your intuition grows stronger and louder, you are going to have a clearer, better vision for where you're going and what you want, because you're tapped in and you are allowing your life to be soul-led. Now, it's a slow process, and it's a process that is probably going to bring up a lot of undealt with stuff from the past, because you are allowing your heart to lead. That does make you vulnerable. That's the whole reason you were shut down back here. And so being vulnerable means that you are susceptible to triggers and to pain and to disappointment and whatever. It's worth it, but it is now coming back in the picture, which is where the moon and the page of coins comes in. It's just like, you're not completely steady yet. You are moving in the right direction. You are so successful in opening your heart and leading with love. However, you've just still got some things to work through and some stability, some foundation to build. All right, let's clarify the Chariot and the energy that surrounds you. All right, so clarifying the Chariot, we have the King of Coins, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Coins. I'm so sorry. Okay, so that's a whole hell of a lot of Pentacle energy. You are in a very safe and secure environment in which to experience this shift. If you were in a toxic home and you worked a shitty job and you were miserable, it would probably not be the time or the space to open your heart and allow yourself to be 100% vulnerable. That's setting yourself up for failure. But your surroundings are coming through with so much Pentacle energy, which is, grounded, stable, foundation in which to build on. So you are in a safe space to do this, which intuitively you wouldn't have even started on this path if you weren't safe to do so. So but I'm just reiterating that. All right, words. All right, let's clarify the Three of Swords in your challenge. All right, clarifying the Three of Swords, we have the Sun, the Five of Swords, and the Empress. So when I said you're having some trouble learning from your life, from the things that you experience, I'm going to take it one step further. You are having a very hard time learning to accept happiness and love into your life, to put yourself on a pedestal and to see your innate value and worth, to experience joy and happiness that doesn't come with strings. That is pure joy there with the Sun. So what you're failing to learn is actually probably more of an unlearning of what society has put on you. That, you should be skinnier, you should be younger, you should have longer hair, you should, bigger boobs, all those things. Or, you should be smarter, you should be more organized, your house should be cleaner. Or, we got bills to pay, we got to go to work Monday through Friday, life is just really, really stressful, and we have kids and we have to plan meals every night. That's societal teaching. Life doesn't have to be that. So it's more of an unlearning. You are unlearning the knowledge that society has put on you and instead replacing it with knowledge that aligns with you, aligns with your intuition, aligns with your soul, which is a lot lighter and happier. All right, now let's clarify this Nine of Swords in your strength. I'm very interested to see what the hell's going on with this card. Whoa. All right. Clarifying the Nine of Swords, we have the Five of Cups, the Lovers, the Seven of Cups, and the King of Wands. So it's a choice. It's a decision being made. You are deciding to put aside your grief, your pain, your anxiety, your stress, and instead move towards action that aligns with what you're trying to manifest. Action that aligns with what you're trying to manifest. And so I'm going to specifically say manifest by visualization, by putting yourself in those shoes. It's borderline delusion, but in a good way. It is, I feel like shit, I feel really heavy, I feel really sad, but I'm going to purposely shift my perspective over here to what I want. And I'm going to put myself in those shoes, even though I'm not quite there yet, because I want to move forward with passion, with love, with drive, with motivation, not with this weight over here. So it's a almost how we were talking about super gluing your mask back here. It's the same skill. You're just using it to your advantage now instead of your disadvantage. You are purposely only focusing on where you're trying to go. And that is going to maintain momentum better than anything else. As soon as you get caught up in the stresses of everyday life, your momentum's going to start slowing again until you come back into a higher vibrational frequency that aligns with the future that you're trying to create. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. Big shift happening this month for you. Expect to be a little raw around the edges with all these emotions happening, especially for you who isn't very used to expressing emotions. You're going to be a little bit more sensitive. Just roll with it. Some days you're probably going to be irritable. Some days you may want to just lay in bed and cry. Some days you're going to be so excited and like riding this high and you have no idea where it came from. Go with it. Go with the waves. I know they can be inconvenient at times, but they're there for a reason. You're feeling low a particular day because there's something that is the catalyst to that low feeling. And so the best way to release it is to acknowledge it, honor it, feel it, and then you can let it go. All right, so if you resonate with this message, I would love to know down below in the comments. I want to hear any thoughts, ideas, opinions that you have. Also, if you could pretty please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content, I would be so grateful. And I will see you next time. Bye.